Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about how we keep our finances under control so that we can live off of one income. We've been married for 16 years, but for the past 13 years, we have lived off of one income. Everybody I worked with thought I was crazy when I said I wasn't coming back after I had the baby. But if you can learn to keep your spending and finances under control, it's really not that hard. I will say that we have not had any major debt except for the mortgage on our house, so no debt whatsoever. And let's dive into the different ways that we have set ourselves up for success and managed to live off of one income. Let's go. Okay, number one, I lived at home until I got married at the age of 21, which kept my expenses very low. And my husband, he was moved out, but he did live with an aunt and uncle for very low rent because they lived very close to his job. So his expenses were low. So when we got married, neither of us had ever had any kind of debt. Number two, neither of us had student loans. I had a scholarship, went to our local community college and got just a general AA, little piece of paper that says, I went to school. I don't think it was any useful. But anyways, my mom wanted me to go. I went to college. My husband went to an electrical vocational program at the same community college. He went for a little over 3 years. He was not able to complete it because he was working out of town so much in that fourth year, he wasn't able to complete. But neither of us had student loans. Number three, when we got married, we lived in a very cheap apartment for the first 3 years. When we were ready to buy a house, we only looked at houses that were well under the approved loan amount that they gave us, because those loan people are crazy. We could not have afforded the house that they gave us the top loan amount for. So we only looked at houses that were well under. For one reason, we knew that I wasn't going to work after we had kids. I was going to be a stay-at-home homeschool mom, so we knew we wouldn't have that second income. And no matter your circumstances, I don't think you should ever buy a house for the full loan amount that they approve you for, because like I said, they'll approve you for way more than you're ever going to need. And you need room in your budget. You don't want your whole monthly paycheck to go towards rent. If you have heard of Dave Ramsey, he says to never have more than 25% of your monthly income go to your mortgage, and we've always kept ours about that. So, number four, if you've never heard of Dave Ramsey, let me introduce you to him. So we took his financial peace class that our friends were teaching probably about 10 years ago, and it really changed our lives. We were doing mostly the right things. We weren't in debt, but we weren't really saving money exactly. We're just kind of coasting because getting used to that, one income. But we went to the class. We learned so much, and it has really made a difference in our finances by mostly following what he teaches. So I'm going to quickly explain the 7 baby steps, is what he calls them, to financial freedom. Baby step number 1, save $1,000 for a starter emergency fund. Baby step number 2, pay off all debt except the house. Baby step 3, save 3 to 6 months of expenses for a full emergency fund. Baby step 4, invest 15% of your household income for retirement. Baby step 5, save for your children's college fund. Baby step 6, pay off your home early. Baby step 7, build wealth and give generously. We are on steps 3, 4, and 5 of the baby steps. We have our emergency fund, our 3 to 6 month emergency fund saved up. We have a plan for our mortgage to pay it off early. We have a 30-year loan, which is typical of most people, but our plan is to pay it off in 20 years. So we're shaving off 10 years of a ton of interest, which is going to save us a ton of money. We do not invest 15% into retirement yet. We are working on it. We are investing some. Our boys are 11 and 13, but we are not saving for a college fund. I believe that when or if they go to college, they will either get a scholarship or we will cash flow it because we'll have our house paid off. So we'll have the money to cash flow their college. So I don't want to save for a college fund necessarily. So we don't do that. But after all that's done, then we go to 7 and we save and give generously. And that's what I'm looking forward to, giving generously. Number 5, I use the Dave Ramsey's Every Dollar app to keep track of our finances. It helps me know exactly what we have to spend, where the money is going, what we have left to save or spend. I highly recommend the Every Dollar app to keep track of your finances. Number 6, we do not buy new cars. We do not buy new or used cars for dealerships. We buy all our cars from Craigslist, except for our last 2 Subarus, which we bought from our Subaru mechanic. But he takes older Subarus, fixes them up, and resells them. So it's still a very good price, kind of equal to what you would get off of Craigslist. And that's how we have always bought our cars. Number 7, we rarely buy things that aren't on sale. I am a big believer in coupons and deals. You can get a deal on anything. Don't pay full price for things. You just don't. Just don't do it. Don't do it. That's all I gotta say about that one. Number 8, we do not go out to eat. Well, we do, but it's very rare. Most people spend a lot of money going out to eat. We probably very rarely spend over $100 a month going out to eat. It's probably closer to $10 to $50 a month going out to eat. So me and my husband, we might go on a lunch date once a month. We might go get donuts once a month after a nice long hike for a treat. And that's pretty much it. We've learned to cook really good at home, and it's cheaper to cook from home. So we just don't go out to eat. We don't like going out to eat that much. And also where we live, they don't really have good places to go out to eat. So that's kind of why, another reason we don't go out to eat. But don't go out to eat. You can waste so much money going out to eat. How many times can I say going out to eat in like 1 minute? It was a lot. On to the next thing. Number 9, last, we do vacations cheap. We go camping, because camping is not expensive. Camping, you can make camping expensive, but it doesn't have to be. We started out camping in the tent when the kids were really little. We upgraded to a really crappy pop-up that we sold because it was too much of a fixer-upper. It was ridiculous. We got a cargo trailer, converted that into a camper, and we had that for a little while. It didn't quite work for us. We didn't like towing it around. So we sold that and we got an Econoline van, like one of those huge 15-passenger vans. And my husband was able to build in like a wood frame thing that goes into the back so we can put a mattress on it. And we sleep in the van. Now this past year we did upgrade to a rooftop tent because our boys got too big to sleep in the front part of the van. They're like the same size as us now. They're huge. But anyways, so camping is cheap. Cheap vacations. We don't do the big motels, hotels, theme parks, all this stuff, these long vacations. We like to go short and cheap. So plan your vacations wisely. And that's another big way that you can save money. Having fun doesn't have to be expensive. And that's what I think. Spending time with your family, that's the most important part, not how much money you spend doing things with your family. These are just some of the ways that we have managed to keep track of our finances and save money in order to live off of one income. And also, if you think we're super rich people, we're not. I'm telling you, we have never made bukudols of money. We have always made like the national average income, maybe slightly lower than that. So don't think we're one of these like uppity people that make tons of money and be like, oh, you can live off of one income because we make $1 million. No, that's not us. We've never made bukudols of money. We're just average people living average lives on an average income, but only on one income. Well, I hope this video has helped you in some way. I hope you learned something new. If you have any questions, please drop them in the comments. I'll do my best to answer. If you enjoyed this video, give me a like, and I'll see you next time. Bye.